everybody, and welcome back to Late Night Sentai, where I talk about Super Sentai shows. Mostly it's episode reviews, but occasionally it'll be like news or other important stuff. But tonight I bring you episode 40 of Avataro Sentai Donbrothers. And this might be my favorite episode, not because of the A plot, but because of the B plot. So the plot tonight is split in two. The first plot is that Donbrothers, for no reason whatsoever, decides he needs a fight and decides he's going to pick one with Tsubasa. And in the process, Tsubasa gets hurt, and Sononi finds him, and I have no idea why, but for some reason, Sononi decides the best way to handle the situation is to lie to him and pretend that she's Natsume. Like, you heard me correctly. She lies to him knowing that if he knew who she really was, he would freak out and push her away. Which is exactly what he does. Except she does protect him, so he's like, well, you can't be all that bad because you defended me. Why did you do that? I think she loves him at this point. I think she does have feelings for him. It's just, it feels like the show wanted Tsubasa to be the main character, but decided to tack on a bunch of other characters in the process because they know they need 5. So, because the show has spent most of its run focusing on Tsubasa and his search for Natsume. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad plot line. It's just all the other plot lines are like completely pointless in comparison, and they add nothing. And there's no character development for almost anybody else. But the other plot is probably my favorite out of the whole show, because Haruka's aunt decides that because she's now 18, which I didn't know because the show never, broached that subject. I still thought she was 17, but no, she's 18 now. The aunt is like, you need to go and get a driver's license. And you know that episode of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the really funny one, where Mr. Mosby teaches London how to drive? This is basically that, chugged up to an entire hour of her just being terrible at driving and having these poor teachers stuck in the car with her, trying to teach her, and Murasame attacks them at one point, and she turns into Oni's sister right in front of the instructor, and he has, no reaction whatsoever. Well, he does turn into Hitotsuki, but that doesn't mean anything to me at this point, because the Hitotsuki are worthless, and they don't do anything. But it's so funny to watch these people, freak out and watch her drive around and crash into things. And at the end, when the others realize she's gotten their driver's license, they run like a bat out of hell. I would run like a bat out of hell. I would never trust a freshly 18-year-old with a brand new driver's license to drive me. And I'm pretty sure that's illegal in some places. I'm pretty sure she's not allowed to drive them because she just got her license and she needs to wait in order to do that. I would run too if I were them. And she chases them with the car. It was so funny. That's the most fun I had out of this show with her character. Because I don't hate her, but most of her character has been her just being kind of ditzy. And we haven't really gotten anything from her. We haven't even resolved the thing with her clearing her manga plagiarism accusation. And it's been 40 episodes. So, we're almost done. And then we can move on to something much better. And come to think of it now, except for the end, Momotaro and Saruhara didn't even appear this episode. Kijino was there briefly, because for some reason he told Miho not to go outside. I don't know what the relevance of that is, but yeah, he told her not to go outside. Oh yeah, and for some reason, Donbrothers at the end of the episode, when Tsubasa saves his life, is like, hey, I'm in your debt now, I'm gonna fight for you, and I'm like, why? And Natsume said, and Sononi, I'm getting all these characters mixed up. Sononi says, oh, he's the only thing that can defeat the bestials. But I'm like, didn't we, like, disprove that 10 episodes ago? Didn't we, like, say that if you... I forget what it was. Like, there's something else that can kill them. I forget what it is now. But, like, the series needs to make up its mind on this. Is there only one way to kill them or not? Because if there's only one way to kill them, then I really wish we'd get more on that. But if there's more than one way to kill them, then stop saying there isn't, because this is getting really annoying. But Haruka gets her driver's license is the entire highlight of this entire show. That was absolutely hilarious. Especially since the car she was with at the end, I think was the one who was getting, like, beat up. I think earlier in the episode. That was so funny. But tomorrow is Friday, and that means... Well, actually, no, because I have to post all the way through every single day because of the fact that I skipped too many days, so now I have to rush through and post every single day in order to make this work. But we will talk about that again tomorrow night.